we have a King of the Hill, Regicide. This was never possible before. Never possible before. So what you are seeing right now is the very first time that we've seen this game mode, and we have a lot of top players involved as well. So let's introduce them as fast as possible. We have Roach playing in the green as the Spanish. To the left, we have Spooky Sean. He's playing as the Celt in the red. Then in the gray, we have JDC playing as the Mayans in the gray. In the yellow, we have Snippy. We get some T90 Kings for him. He is playing as the Indians. In the purple, we have Hank playing as the Mongols. In the teal, we have Stan playing as the Mongols. In the orange, we have I Hate My Name playing as the Turks. And in the blue, we have Shulker playing as the Slavs. So if you notice, this is Voobly, and we have the expansion civilizations. The last YouTube video that I uploaded had Viper and Tato using this patch. However, Viper and Tato were not doing Regicide King of the Hill. So let's explain this. First of all, the grid. I'm sorry about the grid. You're gonna have to live with it because I can't remove that right now. I totally forgot about it. And it's not, I don't know. Yeah, just can't do it right now. The cool thing about this game mode is you could have the monument. It could be at 20 years, and then you could lose your king and lose the game. So there's a lot of incredible possibilities here. We could see different strategies, and I'm excited to talk about this one. Gotta reinstall. Yeah, exactly. Tyrannosaurus. So you notice there's no castle, and some of the players complained about that in the beginning. So they do not start with the castle, but they do have that king there. So the king might be more vulnerable to snipes early on. Now, the skill level of these players does vary. I just noticed that this overlay needs to be moved, and as this game heats up, we can see the amount of villagers they have with their booms. It is a free-for-all, and it is not Diplo. A Roach got wrecked there. You can see that villager. So Roach will watch this later. Just say T90 wrecked. Chat's very active. And I'm hoping someone will start the countdown on this monument. Now, if you're not familiar with King of the Hill, you might be familiar with Regicide. King of the Hill is where you have to control this monument for a certain amount of time. Now, the countdown starts once someone comes over here and scouts it. So they have to do that first. But they have to take it down to 0 years. You have to have full control of it at 0 years. I don't prefer grid because it's just not as good from a spectator point of view. It might be good for expert games and stuff because it's a little bit more competitive. But yeah, it cannot be removed. But I'm really excited about this mod. Hank already clicked up 23 population. He is Mongol, so he's going to have the fast hunt. That's a very interesting uptime from him. Doesn't look like he will be going fast castle. And you notice his king is just chilling out. I love the new kings. His resources won't be too bad, actually. Hank is a very solid player. Now, if I were to make predictions, I would predict Snippy might go for a snipe in this game. He likes to please the viewers, and also his map is not the best, so he might be aggressive. Usually in King of the Hill, you boom, and then you go to the middle in the Imperial Age. However, this is very different because you do have kings as well. So I don't know what to expect at all. Is voting still open? Yes, the bets are still open. You have... I'm going to bump it up a little bit for you. 2 minutes and 15 seconds now. And everyone has a bet placed on them, too. Why would Snippy snipe? I don't know. I've never seen Snippy snipe. Hashtag truthfulness? I don't know. This is a pretty impressive uptime from Roach if he can get his buildings. Looks like he's just lacking the wood and might be a little bit behind. But, you know, he went up on 23 population. He's only on 24 now. There's not turbo resources or anything. But he needs to go Blacksmith Market if he wants the fast castle. I assume he's going to build it around here. So, chat, who are you rooting for? What do you expect? Oh, there's the Blacksmith Market from him. Okay. Yeah, let us know and give your predictions now. That way people will think you are a genius at the end of this video on YouTube. Also, make sure to say hello to your family and friends on YouTube. And don't forget your mom. So, nice castle time. That's impressive from Hank. Well, hold on a second. I guess it was a Regicide start, right? I got really confused. I guess 23 up is not that rare on Regicide start. I just saw the 8 minutes and kind of freaked out. What's Snippy up to? Snippy at Blacksmith Market. Might sell a little bit of resources because he's lacking the gold. There are a lot of relics. Oh wait, hold on. I thought that the sheep were relics. Oh, there is a relic there. I'm totally blind. Yeah, so what is it? 3 relics, 4 relics. I guess they're mainly on the middle to left side. And there's 4 in a line. And then the 5th one is over here. Sorry, I was like, I don't remember seeing sheep on mini-maps. What is this? Alright, so castle times, and we'll see if they create military. The drunk goat, only thing you missed was getting this set up. That's it. And if you want to contribute, play in the next game, hopefully you're able to stick around, man. So it is a free-for-all King of the Hill. And it is also Regicide, so each player has a king. Do they team up? No, it is not Diplo, so they are... It's every man for themselves. It is not diplomacy. I figured it would be better to not have teams, that way people wouldn't pick on the small guys. And also in King of the Hill, I don't know how that works exactly. Look at JDC. Let's get some woo-woo-woos in the chat for JDC. JDC, he still has some learning to do to get on the level of Snippy and Hank. They've been playing this game consistently on these community games for so long. JDC is relatively new and a big supporter of the channel. The reason I'm saying that is because normally you don't want to do what he's doing right now, but you never know. Maybe he can snipe all their kings. Maybe he can just get the monument. Hey, it's at 483 years right now. I think he has a chance. This T90 babe is doing an awful lot. Built a barracks and an archery range and a tower and now a mining camp, so we'll keep you updated here. The sub thing is not correct, by the way. I think if I click refresh, that number might change. We had 40 subs the other night. More subs than we've ever had in one stream. And you guys are awesome, but yeah, it's just not updating for some reason, so. Chemical Bacon says, I feel like things are going to be a bit crowded later on. You're definitely right about that. Relatively small economies for now, and the TCs are going up for all these players just to get their boom going. Yeah, it looks like the subs today updated, so again, it's not accurate because we missed a sub or 2 today, but better than misleading people by 40, I guess. You might hear rain. There's a huge storm outside my house right now, so if you hear any thunder or drizzle, nothing I can do about that. Speaking of subs, Slapper GBS, welcome to the T90 Elite. Guys, let's get some hypes for him. I am really excited to see where this game's going to go. This is awesome. There's so much potential here. Now, because they didn't start with a castle, Snippy is probably not going to go as YOLO and make the petards, but I have to look for king snipes and I have to watch the middle. And if you're focusing on sniping kings, that gives the other people the opportunity to get to the middle and win the game. So you can win the game by sniping all the kings and just steamrolling everybody. You could win the game by killing one king and getting to the middle. There's so many possibilities here, and you are never safe. Yeah, I don't have my weather hacks on today. T90 hacks are a little bit slow. Maybe I'll be able to make the rain stop in a couple hours. Hope your power doesn't go out. I don't think my power will go out. I've never had that happen. Actually, I had that happen once at this apartment, but when I used to live at my parents' house, we lived more in the country and a little bit more frequent because of all the trees and the wind would be a problem. Maybe I should make petards trainable in barracks. Trirem, I know chat would like that, but I feel like that would just be wrong, man. Oh, but you know what's right? Snippy not having loom and getting double woo-woo-wooed. Why does he not have loom? Snippy, really? How do you not have loom at this point in the game? He's gonna lose one villager. He's gonna lose another villager. This one should be fine because these wolves are both on 1 HP. But, really? Woo woo woo, get wrecked, Snippy. That's so confusing. If 3 TCs go into the 4th and you don't have Loom? Like, what? I don't know, maybe, like I said, Snippy likes to entertain, so we're just gonna put that down to him trying to entertain the chat. Notice the walling from Hank. He's really trying to win this one. Nice walls. He is Mongol, so he's gonna want a strong boom. Now, Figalo, I would love to give you technical support. However, I'm in the midst of casting an awesome game. So, contact the mods, contact tech support in Discord, and I'm sure you can get some answers there. Better answers. Okay, so we were back. YouTube, if you are seeing this, there was a drop, but we've restored it. And I don't think we have missed too much. You can see the T90 walls are starting from JDC in the middle. Twitch chat, thank you for being patient with me. JDC probably should boom up, but this 1 TC style, I mean, this is all in from JDC. Maybe it'll work, who knows? 400 years though, that's quite a long time. You can see the best boomers on the left. No surprise, Hank and Roach are at the top of that list. Spooky Sean is not far behind. I Hate My Name also not doing too bad. So he was the one who originally dropped, and I think he's doing a good job now. And hopefully his ISP holds up. Yeah, the bets were done a while ago, Mike. This is not a new game, obviously.
Yes.
So, this is the beta. And since it's in beta, we are going to encounter problems. That's just the way it works. Is how you figure out how to fix those problems. But unless Hank's having a hockey issue, I don't think they're actually having game issues. I think it's mainly that one drop. So, I see a castle from Roach. He is Spanish. He could go for conquistadors and try and snipe kings. He is not creating any conquistadors, so I don't think he's going to be going for snipes. Down here is Spooky Sean. And Spooky Sean just full boom as well, as are most players. Snippy's the one player you normally want to focus on, however, he's booming up just like everybody else, not making any military. Over here, Snippy finally got that TC up. He was wooed if you missed it. And Hank is going for full walls, trying to secure his extra resources. Taking a look at Mr. Stan now. Stan is heavy on stone. He is Mongol, so he's going to want castles. These 2 golds will be important for him. I would consider building the castle maybe here to secure those resources for later on. He also has a gold back there as well, which is nice. But he's going to build it there. Not bad either, I guess. It just needs a castle. So I'll remind you guys, this is not Diplo, so everybody is enemy to each other. Every man for themselves. What's going on with JDC? Well, JDC, he killed something in the middle. I don't know what that was. Maybe it was a monk? I saw Hank talking about the monks, but the old man has gotten poked down by these Eagle Warriors. JDC, if he continues to wall, might be able to do something here. Who knows? They can snipe kings, so if everyone's attacking one another, maybe JDC will have a shot. And he could worry about his economy now as well. No, it's not the biggest economy you've ever seen. Do the years just count down and whoever holds it at the end wins? Cherrylicious, the way it works is, once it goes below 100 years, this is easier to do with examples. Let's say JDC has it at 50 years, and then he loses it. Then it goes back up to 100. So right now, anytime it transfers, it'll continue to count down to 100. But if it transfers below 100, it'll bump back up. So you need to hold it for 100 years straight, which is not easy to do. He should protect his king in that castle. Yeah, something tells me that's not a good idea. You don't want to put all your eggs in one casket. And I said casket because I've watched this stupid video so many times. Okay, I need you guys to search because I've said this like 3 times in the past. Search Dead Kevin. Let's save this. Dead Kevin. What's the... Well, that's the channel name. I forget the video. But, there's a phrase in one video, and it's don't put all your legs in one casket. And, I've seen that so many times that I say that by accident at times.
Yes.
Great channel, though. It's amazing that I actually have more subs than them. They should have millions. And they're pretty inactive now, but definitely check it out. Hilarious channel. Great guys. One of the guys was on Conan from it, and I think that's the most prestigious thing that happened from them. But they're all actors. Anyway. Imperial Age upgrade on the way for Spooky Sean and Roach. Roach has Loom, unlike Snippy did earlier, so Villager will be fine. Let's talk about civs a little bit. The Spanish are going to be a great civilization for this game mode. You have the Conquistadors to snipe. They also get Supremacy, so if you're trying to win by capturing the monument, you can send in your villagers and they'll be a lot tankier. Roach is doing the right thing. His castle's between his gold, so he has lots of gold to take, and it's secured. And there's another castle on this hill, so he's making himself a path to get, to the middle. Now, JDC is not messing around here. He doesn't have a lot of walls, but he's building everything forward. Forward university strat, forward barracks, forward archer range, that tower, which not really doing much for him, but it's there. It's all intimidation. It's all that matters. Hank is on his way to the Imperial Age 2. A Snippy. So these large economies are going to get to work soon. And I guess the question is, will they go for the King Snipe? Or will they choose to go for the Monument? There's still plenty of time left on this Monument. Slavs, a strong civilization in the late game. If Shulker's able to have some time. First Roach, who's a very strong player. Then we could see Slavs do a lot. Turks, they can be pretty good, honestly. They can build the Bombard Towers, they get the free Hussar upgrade, all the gunpowder, of course, from Turks, fantastic. So if Hate My Name is able to hold on to his gold, and he might struggle with that because of Stan, he's able to get some gold units, he'll be in a good position. Now, Stan's getting a lot of map control with his castles. This is not the first castle he has placed next to an enemy. I believe, yeah, the other one's here, right? And Hank is mass walling because he expects some attack. Now, Hank is going to be an imp while Stan will not be an imp. And they're both Mongols, so you would think that Hank should be able to kill him if he wants. Now, Stan says just defense. I swear, just defense. But Hank is also scared as he just researched fortified walls. So. Sean is the next door neighbor of Roach. Both of these guys strong players. You can see Roach is trying to get to this gold. Elite Woad Raider already researched for Sean. He does have the corner, so it should be a little bit easier for him to defend. Snippy is on the other side of Hank, but I honestly think Snippy's in a fine position. Indians are a strong civ, and Snippy is not going to be troubled by JDC on the left, so he just has to worry about Hank. And I don't know what Hank is planning at the moment. But looks like we might see Paladin as Cavaliers on the way for Roach. He can build another castle. His resources are set up for Paladin, that's for sure. He might go right for that upgrade because he's not creating any units. Well, no signs of action yet, but these guys are playing in front of hundreds of people, and then on YouTube it will be thousands, so I'm sure they're nervous. Roach actually made it to Sean's gold. But Sean, you need to kill these villagers with some loads. Maybe he doesn't realize it. He also probably doesn't want to start a fight against Roach, because Roach is top scorer. So we're going to see Siege Rams and Paladin, and maybe some Halberdier from Roach. He's getting his buildings up so he can have multifaceted army, building trebuchets, another castle's there. I think JDC's in trouble in the middle. 250 years. Quite a long time left. Why is Hank getting longsword? I didn't realize that if he was. Oh, well, this is interesting. Does he not know he's Mongols? He's getting two-handed swordsman now. I mean, Mongols do get champion. However, I would prefer to see Mangadai. So he's gonna go champion. And over here he's up against Mongols. Over here he's up against Indians. Interesting decision indeed. But maybe it'll catch everybody off guard. I'd love to see him go champion and scorpions. That would be sick. He's building siege workshop. Oh my gosh. Guys, he's getting siege towers. He's such a troll. I love this. Okay, so if you don't know, Mongols get something called drill, which Hank is researching right now. That makes your siege faster. Then if you garrison infantry in the siege tower, it is the fastest siege unit this game produces. So while siege towers are pretty much useless, incredibly expensive, and I doubt that he's going to try to garrison over walls, Hank is going to troll a little bit, and it's going to be hilarious. I love that. We don't have a siege tower MO, and I don't plan on ever doing it, but you can get the siege tower hype in the chat. Now, Roach is getting Paladin. All the upgrades are on the right-hand side. Everybody's trying to get their military set up. Oh! JDC! He's gonna be the first one to go down. I think his king is in here. Imperial camels from Snippy. Oh, boy. Oh, the king has wheels, though. Well, he does. He's just not using them. JDC probably off grabbing some tissues and crying about this loss already. He went for the middle. He still has it, actually. But he will lose his king to Imperial Age camels from Snippy. Imperial Age camels are going to be devastating to the paladins from Roach, so he'll probably want halbs in there. But guys, let's get some T90 cries in the chat for JDC. He really went for it, didn't he? It wasn't even close, though, sadly. Snippy claims the first victim, killing that king. Now, I think Sean's going to have this gold back now, right? Because he built that castle. It is incredibly stormy outside, as Sean's also going to get this gold. World Raiders and Siege Rams. JDC, I'm sure we'll see in the chat shortly. Yep, there we go. He actually missed a piece of wall here. Not that that would have mattered. Look at this Paladin micro. So good. The Roach has the middle. Orange is here. So many players we need to address. Meanwhile, Stan... Yeah, he has Mangadai. And he still has these resources. Seems like he's a little bit slower than you would think. The Siege Towers and the Champions are being created by Hank. Snippy is probably going to go to the middle next. Woo, 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 woo. Get wrecked, Hank. Snippy can also take JDC's resources, and he's working on that already. Very good position for Snippy. I think Roach is going to make a push to the middle. He will meet Orange. They're going to have to take out JDC's buildings first. And... oh, wow. Hey, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Roach with a little bit of salt says really? 11, because Sean is attacking him. So Sean is just going to go for the king snipe. I believe Roach's king is actually... well, was in the castle. I don't know where it's at now. The World Raiders, they don't do too well against Paladins, especially with these upgrades. But it would be interesting to see where this king is. I'll check in a second. I love the fact that we're seeing the attempt at a king snipe there. So we have players fighting over a monument and fighting over kings, something we've never seen before. It's the first time ever since 1999. This is the first time this has ever happened. Pretty mind-blowing stuff. I do think Sean is gonna struggle versus Roach. Roach has so many paladins. So Orange on his way to the middle. Roach on his way to the middle. 162 years remaining. Still no sign of what Teal will do. He could easily run in here and try and kill Orange. So Orange has a good position in the middle, but imagine if Elite Mangadai run in and kill the king. What is Snippy up to? I think he's gonna go king sniping. Yeah, Snippy's gonna snipe. He's going with Imperial Camels. He's gonna encounter some Siege Onagers and World Raiders and Castles, which is not the best, but there's not too many of them. I'd love to see an attack round from Sean. He's gonna really have to react fast. Attack round! Attack round! Attack! Oh, no! Attack round! Okay, well, it wasn't as good as it could have been. There's a shot or two. Snippy's going aggressive, and he doesn't even care about this monument. Orange has taken control of the monument, though. I have a feeling that we're going to see a snipe from Stan. Now look at the wall Stan has built. This is beautiful stuff. He's going to build another castle here. Actually, he could lose this castle. I mean, it's in range of Orange's castle. I want to see Teal run right through and start killing Orange's economy. That'd be a brilliant move. Orange has the middle with a lot of hand cannons. A lot of hussars. We have a three-way fight over here.
Focused on mid. I missed his attack on me before I could move my king. 11 sad times. Maybe next time I still hold mid. D.
JDC, thank you for the donation again, man. Yeah, it's a good attempt. Good attempt. Only one player can win. It's not easy, especially with these settings. Oh! There they are! Yes! No, deselect the champion and show us the speed, Hank. These are Usain Bolt siege units. Hank, we've forgotten about. He's making siege towers. Now, if you don't know what a siege tower is, you can garrison units in the siege tower and then garrison over walls. It's kind of buggy, but this is hilarious. Hank is amazing. And it's at 122 years right now, so he probably should think about going to the middle. Teal is attacking Orange, but he's not going for the king, which is kind of disappointing. How's the fight between red and green going? Well, pretty even. There you go. Kinton knows what's up. Thank you for the 4 months, man. Welcome back. And JDC has all these unfinished buildings here. It feels bad, man. Orange has the middle, and Roach is preoccupied trying to defend from Sean. Is anyone going to challenge Orange? Will Orange die before he can win? And we talked about it. I don't know how that works. If Orange loses his king, but he has the units in the middle when it goes down to 0, I don't know how that works. That's a possibility here. Maybe Orange could win from the dead if he gets sniped. I don't know what Hank is planning. I hate my name just signaled to the middle and says I thought this was King of the Hill. Maybe that was a bit of salt as well because he's being attacked. And he has no military back at home. Let's see where his king is. His king is right here. And the Mangadai go underneath the TC. He's dead. Like, come on, Stan. Kill the king. Sean, stop. Roach wants to go to the middle, but he's being attacked by Sean. And Sean does have fully upgraded halberdiers with his World Raiders. It will be more difficult for Roach without gunpowder. The paladins won't last long with that combo. 90 years now for Orange. Onager is on the way for Hank. He has the siege towers, hasn't done anything with them yet. Everybody loses in that case, says Nighthawk. Oh. Okay. A Snippy could go to the middle too. Roach is upset, and I kind of understand it. He wants to stop this player from winning. If Sean kills Roach, he will still probably lose. And no one is going to the middle to address this. Now, Onager will be pretty amazing from Hank. Because hand cannons will go down in an instant, but the hussars are there. Here comes Snippy now, everyone's savior, and Imperial camels in siege will destroy everything. The hussars will melt, and Imperial camels are so tanky they can stand up against halberdiers for a little. Against hand cannons for a little while the siege comes in from behind to deal a massive blow. Siege onager now for Hank. I think Orange is gonna die though. I think he's gonna die. His king is right here. He's garrisoning. He knows that the units are here. WTF, Stan? What is this? Stan, you gotta go for the king, man. Come on, Stan. Stan says you have monument. And that's true. Please find this king. Stan needs your energy, chat. He's so close to it. Now, Orange is finally being attacked. Oh man, we're gonna see some massive shots. Onager. Very fast onagers for Hank. There are the siege towers. Unreal. Look at this, ungarrison. That was so sick. That was the best display of military control I've ever seen in my life. And now he's gonna block with the siege towers. This is amazing. Oh, this is hilarious, man. Will Orange be able to hold it? Is he going to lose his king? His king is right here! His king is right here! He's gonna lose the king! No! Yes! He's dead! So they need to clear Orange out, and I think they will be able to do that. 50 years. That was hilarious from Hank. Hank, chat is loving that, man. the champions, siege towers, and soon to be siege onagers. Snippy will have the middle any moment now. Meanwhile, Roach is still playing a 1v1 versus Sean. That's hilarious. But yeah, I hate my name wrecked. Feels bad, man. What a game we have here. You apply so much focus to the middle to try and control it, and you're vulnerable back at home. Now, Snippy's not that vulnerable, guys. And that's because he killed JDC, and Hank doesn't seem to be interested in attacking him. So, Snippy's in a good position back at home. Now, the Mangadai made their way to Shulker, and I haven't talked about Shulker in 20-30 minutes, as Shulker has siege rams, and he's going to try and either attack Roach or get to the middle, but he's going to have to address this. Hank trade. Stan, come on, man. Don't do it. This is not Diplo. Technically, they still could trade, even though they're enemies. This is just going to be a waste for Shulker. He does have skirms, though, but the Trebs are going to go down. Lots of Mangadai for Stan. You know, champions should do well against these Imperial Camels. It's at 84 years now. Remember, it resets to 100. The thing is, these Imperial Camels, in such a mass, they're so mobile, they can run in and they can kill the siege. Hank is going to use his wonderful siege towers again, just to distract, but man, these camels should not last as long versus champions. But these champions do have full upgrades. But maybe Snippy should think about adding in some hand cannons, because that would counter the halves on this side, that would also counter the champions on this side. It won't be easy with siege onagers though, and Snippy is making the final push. Look at all the camels in the middle, a castle right there as well, garrisoning that now. Hank is pushing in from the right side of the monument, while Roach is pushing in from the bottom side. Meanwhile, Stan still trying to kill people's kings, and I think Shulker will delay him enough for now. But this is where all the focus should be, as Snippy is, well, soon to be 3v1'd as Spooky Sean is arriving. This is not going to be an easy hold, especially now that there's a castle for Hank, and he's still keeping the champion numbers up. But Snippy, with all the resources he took from JDC, he has the middle, and he's continuing to create one unit, and that is the Imperial Camel. Can they stop him? Well, I don't know. I mean, if he slips up for 1 second, he loses it, goes back up to 100 years. I think all the players need to be discussing this now. Like, hey, we need to attack Snippy. What would be really good is if Sean attacked Snippy's base. Went for a snipe now with Woad Raiders or something, but you know, currently he's massing an army to go to the middle, and probably going to run into Roach, unfortunately. Remember to switch to the winning player. This isn't HD, man. This isn't HD. I don't have to do that. 50 years remaining for Snippy. Will he be the very first winner on this game mode? It's kind of looking like it now. His population's incredibly high. Stan... Oh, did I miss a... Oh, I missed a huge shot. And Stan immediately said peace afterwards. Can we get some T90 Rex in the chat? Stan lost his army to Shulker, like all of it. Unbelievable. A great game here, and in goes Hank again with his champions and now villagers. They all need to go for it. Does Roach have enough? Does Hank have enough? I honestly don't think they do. These camels are so strong, but we might see this castle go down. Yeah, it will go down. So less of a security blanket for Snippy. And now this is when I go to Snippy's point of view and think about doing team colors. These are all his units in the middle. Is at 33 years. I don't think he can hold it now. Everyone is converging to the middle. This is going to be so difficult for Snippy, and his reinforcements have been cut off. Now, if it gets close enough, I might change to team colors, but I think Snippy will lose it last second here. He's sending villagers. He's going YOLO. But Hank, Sean, and Roach are in the middle. Can he stay alive for 26 more years? I don't think he can. I think this is going to switch, and this game will go on. I think the camels will die, and yeah, there we go. Hank actually has it, and you all were applauding Hank for his... Excuse me. You all were applauding Hank for his strategies earlier. He might even win the game with it. So Snippy's been pushed back. Did he resign? Did Snippy... I don't know if Snippy resigned or if he threw his king into Castle Fire or something, but Snippy's out of it. I don't think he got sniped. There's no one in his base. It's possible he ungarrisoned the king. We'll ask Snippy in the chat in a second. So, the awkward thing is that Sean and Roach are running into one another because of JDC's walls. So, JDC, at the very least, he calls the other players trouble. Yeah, I saw that he said GG, but he also said no. So, it could have been because of the king snipe. Shulker might show up to the middle with his Slav Siege. I'm kind of waiting for that. Oh, now the T90 excuses come out from Stan after a pretty good game. He's blaming it on hotkeys. Lies. Nah, it's probably true, but interesting timing on that comment. 77 years for Hank. What a great game mode. We've seen King sniped, we have seen the middle been fought over all game. JDC starting that off. A champion was a pretty interesting move from Hank, and it's working, guys. And if you think about it, champion, they slay trash. And then the one thing that can slay champions is hand cannons. Well, we could just see a siege onager from Hank, and he can kill the hand cannons. So this could work. But then again, we could see siege from Shulker make its way to the middle. I think he's thinking about a push. Yeah, this is quite a game. I think Shulker needs to move in now, though. Because Hank is considering tossing everything at this, I'm sure. Now, Roach is here. Roach has been prioritizing the middle. Roach still could be sniped. I don't think he's going to be. Because Sean is being a nice guy, but you never know. I want to see Shulker make a move now. I think he's going to load up the Rams with his Halberdiers. Stan also has Elite Mangadai and Rams, so these guys are going to be making a push, but I don't know if it will be in time. The siege towers are really good for the middle. 220 HP and really fast. So we're going to see some siege tower micro. The Paladins, Halves, and hand cannons and Rams from Roach. It's a 1v1 in the middle right now. 50 more years for Hank. Who will be the victor of this game mode? Maybe we'll have another emote after this game, because this has been a legendary game. Okay, there are the Mangadai, and they're going to come to the right of Hank's base on the front. At 41 years. There's not a lot of time left. Where's Shulker at? Shulker still has not made a move, so I don't think he's going to contribute much to this fight. He just has to hope that they stop Hank. And they might stop Hank, actually. I'll look at the middle now, from Hank's point of view. He doesn't have many units in here. It's at 34 years, he's trying to spam. These are his units. He needs to keep these alive. He needs to get the ram in the middle. He has another ram here. Siege is so important. He doesn't have any gold either. He's at 35 gold. Maybe he has one relic, and that's why his gold is climbing a little bit. Roach needs to get here. Teal needs to get here. JDC is actually stopping Teal from getting to the middle. 28 years. I think at this rate, Hank is going to be able to win it just by spam. He just needs to keep one unit in the middle. And, of course, Red can't really get here without running into Roach and killing the units that Roach needs. Is so close here. 22 years remaining. Teal is coming in and just killing the reinforcements. This is very similar to what happened with Snippy. So the castles are being focused down. There will be no more spam from these barracks either. And, oh man. Hank might lose it. Even closer than Snippy. Couple pikemen here. Oh man. He's gonna lose it now. What's he have? He has this one. Roach, attack the pikemen. Attack the pikemen. Roach, kill it. Oh, thank God. That would have been so bad. These units are not attacking. That would have been awful. Okay, so Roach now has the middle. World Raiders from Sean will probably kill what Roach has in the middle at the moment. Teal could just go and attack Hank now. So Snippy played excellent. He's out. Hank now probably out. He's out of gold and out of momentum. Now, Shulker is the dark horse in this game. We haven't said much about him. He killed a bunch of stand units earlier, but he hasn't attacked the middle yet. And now he has siege rams and siege onagers, and he's going to start pushing. There's no trade in this game, so gold units are very important. And Stan and Stan and Hank are going to try and trade. That being said, unless this game goes an hour longer, it's not going to do much. They need to put their gold into the middle. What a game here, a legendary game. I think that Shulker should be careful with his rams. He needs to get his own Halb forward. Actually, he can ungarrison his rams. There we go. Because he doesn't want to lose the gold units. There you go. I hate my name. You're killing some units with your castle. Snippy was attacking that castle for a while. I'm sure you guys saw that. Here comes the Roach spam. Roach is going for it with Light Cav. I think he's going to send in villagers too. Oh, he's actually being attacked by Stan. Or Sean. Jeez, the names are so similar. So Sean, not sure where his king is. Roach. I'm also not sure, but I don't think Roach can send much more to the middle at this rate. He's losing all of his economy. He's also going to lose these castles on the front, so Roach could be out of the game, but he also has military in the middle. He's just sending as much as possible to the middle before his base gets cleaned up. What a game here. This is what happens when you mix Regicide and King of the Hill. And meanwhile, Hank is being attacked. And I'm pretty sure Hank and Stan just said they were going to be friends. I don't know about that. Stan is definitely a force to be reckoned with all these Megadai and Rams. I think Hank is going to be focused down. Oh man. Can you imagine how pissed he must be after losing all these houses? Gonna be housed. Already dying, just housed to rub it in. So Roach is gonna run to the middle. He needs to try and stop the siege from Blue. Blue is finally spamming. There go the villagers from Roach. Now can Roach do it? He's sending everything now. The game is over for him if he loses the middle. It's at 48 years and all of his economy is running away. I don't know where the king is. He needs to keep the king alive in the meantime. Now, these villagers are cut off from getting to the middle, but they are Spanish villagers, so they have 80 HP and that extra defense. And a lot of siege onagers have been focused down. Roach is doing an excellent job here with the Light Cav. He's trying to kill as much siege as possible. Hank is not going to be able to contribute here. Will Stan show up? I think he is going to show up. So Stan is going to try and get to the middle. Hank is... yeah, he's sacrificing his villagers. But 36 years for Roach. What a game here. Yeah, get the T90 babes and just passings in the chat. Will Roach be able to win this with purely villagers after all that has gone down in this game? Oh, man. I think he can do it. I think he can do it. But it is unlikely. And I don't know where his king is. Oh, there's his king. Okay. So his king should be fine for now. Shulker could kill that though. Roach only has a dozen villagers in the middle. He's probably going to get cleaned up, and he might just resign afterwards as he sent his entire economy in the middle for that. A couple rams though, that'll buy him some time. It's at 22 years. If they don't focus down the rams, he could win this just because of one ram and T90 babe. Here comes everything he has left. Villagers and units, 18 years. The Rams are buying him time. He's garrisoned the Rams as well. If he wins this, I'll lose my mind. Teal, get your ass in here, man. Get your ass in here. He probably thinks he has it. He doesn't think Roach still has units, but Roach does still have units. Look at the green units here. It's at 14 years. And we're going to see a third person pushed out of the middle in this game. Dude, Stan, don't run away and say kill green. You kill him. You have Mangadai. There's just a couple units left for Roach. That's all he has. These 3 units. It's at 8 years. He shouldn't be able to do it now, surely. If he had one ram, he could have won it. Now Teal's going to try and make a push to the middle. So that's the third person wiped up in this game. Wow. Good effort. Good effort from everybody there. Unbelievable game. Awesome entertainment. And if I were to choose anybody to win this game, I would say Stan. but he's throwing away his Rams.
Finally made it to your stream again after weeks I couldn't because of work. Now I'm happy T90 with T90 with T90 with.
Well, Phoenix, you picked a great day to come back, man. Happy to have you back. Thanks for resubbing, supporting the stream. Shulker's doing a great job at spamming units. And oh, he's sending villagers too. So Shulker knows there's Mangadai. He knows there's Rams, but he's killing many of them. So he figures now is the best time. Let's send everything I have. He does not have Spanish vills. He has elite Boyars though. I didn't know he had Boyars back at home. If he sends these units into the middle, he might be able to last. But I've said that before. Was I entertaining by dying? Well, Mitzok, I'm gonna let the chat respond to that with a 1 or a 2 for yes or no. And sadly, I think there's gonna be a lot of yeses. Speaking of death, these villagers are dying. You probably want to send the military first, but you just gotta keep one unit in the middle and that's it. Now, Hank is still alive, so maybe he will contribute here. Yeah, see, there are all the yeses. Sorry, man. Sorry. These people are sick. Walls now from Shulker. And there go the elite Boyards. Can Shulker do this? It would be kind of an in-your-face to Stan to win this game because Stan was attacking him earlier. The Boyards are going to attack the Mangadai. Yeah, here we go. Boyards are attacking the Mangadai. Walls will help. JDC's walls were annoying to all these players. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the Boyard's pushing the Mangadai away. 59 years. So, can Sean contribute? Can Hank contribute? Is it just going to be a 1v1 now because everybody has exhausted their resources? I mean, this is blue coffee mode. This is just passing mode for Shulker B. Shulker B has said in the past on Discord about how, I think he said something like, oh, I've died in community games in the past, or I feel annoyed that I died in community games in the past. Something like that. Players put a lot of effort into this. Will this be his moment? This could be his moment. Look, seriously, this is such a blue coffee thing. Look at the massive amount of units running forward, the spam. The only thing he's missing are these villagers. But again, it's YOLO. I don't know how he has been allowed to get these walls up. I guess players have been trying to mass their military. The siege ram should be able to take down the walls, but that's a lot of units for Shulker. He's at 115 military, and keep in mind, a lot of his villagers are in the middle as well. So, I think Stan needs to get in here and try and do something, and these guys are not expert players. They have given us an exceptional game. Stan probably needs to put his foot on the gas a little bit. At 36 years now, his plan was for Roach to get cleaned up and take the middle himself, but Shulker is executing brilliantly now. He's gonna build a castle. I don't know if that will stay up, but if I were Stan, I would try and fight with these Mangadai, try and use the heavy Scorpions, and try and use these Hussars for good, as even Hank is coming in with Hussars as well now. But I have a lot more confidence in Shulker B this time around. 28 years and he's been spamming nicely. There's a lot of military in the middle. Everybody's saying no, don't let this happen. And again, it escalates in the middle with 24 years remaining. Can he do it? Now, this is kind of nice. I'm going to turn team colors on in a second. And when I do that, Shulker will be blue. Everybody else will be red. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. So all the blue needs to stay in the middle. All the red is enemy units. 17 years. This game is nuts. 17 years. I think he's gonna die. That happened so fast. Look at all the red surrounding him. He's already giving it up in the chat as well. And saying, damn it. Yeah, I think the last Boyar here will go down. And at... Well, hold on. He's microing. He can't micro for that long, surely. Micro it! I wouldn't even care. No, he's lost it now. Jeez. And I think Stan will take it. What was that, at 7 years? 6 years? Have we had 4 people lose with under 20 years remaining? One thing we could say about Stan is he has used his Mangadai effectively all game, and he's kept them alive when he doesn't have any more gold to collect. So, even though he wasn't always in the right spots, he obviously calculated it because he gets here in time. If I was Goths, maybe. I feel bad for everyone who was so close. It's heartbreaking to see these guys put so much effort in and lose, but also, I kind of missed Spooky Sean trying to kill Roach's king. Holy cow. What's going on with that? Okay, Roach has a TC down here where his king is. Look at that from Sean, though. He had one ram. One ram went after that tower. You can tell Roach ran away. That's funny. I think Stan, again, I've said this 4 different times, but I think Stan has a shot here. However, hold on, why is it still red? Is it because I did team colors? Like, is there anything from Sean in the middle? What am I missing here? Why does it say, why is it red in the top right? Is it still giving Sean control, or did I bug it out with the team colors? I think I bugged it out with the team colors. I don't know. I'm guessing this number is for Stan because I toggled the team colors. Yeah, the monument itself is teal, so probably a bug. I just won't have team colors on next time. So 60 some years for Stan, and the one thing he has that other players didn't have is rams. These rams will take forever to die. He also has great production. He has hussars, he has heavy scorpions, and Hank was virtually destroyed earlier on. He's not going to be able to contribute much. As Sean has been struggling, he's surely out of gold as well. Roach is not going to be able to help out. He's trying to reboom, but he's a 60 pop. And Shulker maybe can do something, but he lost so much as well. And so many of these players are bankrupt after sending everything they had to the middle. I did toggle team colors, Nighthawk, and it didn't seem to fix, but I think it's fairly obvious that Stan has this. I guess that's one thing I can point out from the beta. We found our first bug. What an amazing game. This game was not expecting it to last past 4 players fighting for the middle. I think Stan has it now, though. I mean, what are they going to do? He has Hussars in front, Mangadai behind, plenty of siege. Champions and pikemen aren't going to do it. Even full Halb and Skirm not going to do it with this amount of time remaining. I think that Stan has held on, and he will be able to win this game, but I am speaking too soon here, chat. This is definitely the best King of the Hill game I've ever seen, and potentially one of the best Regicide, I guess. You know, Regicide games are a little bit different when that's the main focus, but Regicide, King of the Hill, the first time we've ever done this and we get a game like this, amazing. So Roach is going to help out with whatever little he has. They all see the rams in the middle. This new sub reminded me to say thank you to Wogel for subscribing, and now Raka is rooting for Hank with his 2-month resub. I don't think Hank has enough. But there goes Shulker. It's at 22 years. One Siege Onager could change a lot, but yep, gonna be focused down now. Well, let's see if Stan is able to survive. He says, "Let me win, thank you." Well, they're definitely not gonna let you win, man. He has no gold left. Just rams in the middle at 16 years. Is it gonna be a photo finish again? This should not be happening. This is an insane game. He's gonna lose the rams, isn't he? It's at 13 years. What? Hold on, he's sending in Hussars. I want to do team colors again so bad, but I won't because it'll bug out. He has 3 rams, soon to be no rams remaining. He's trying to send in Hussars. It is at 7 years now. Is he gonna lose? He needs to keep this ram alive. Hold on, he has a Hussar in there. One militia! One militia! If he wins it with the militia, I'm gonna lose it. No. Okay, the Hussar's here on the left, the militia's on the right. He's not in the middle. More Hussars coming in, and that might be it. That might be it. Stan has done it. I think. Okay. Oh my gosh. For a second, 1 militia and 1 Hussar were holding it. Jeez. What a game. So many things went down. Thank you for the GG's, chat. So many things went down in that game. Oh, man. I did not think it would be so close. I figured he would have his Mangadai and Rams remaining in the end. Let's get a round of applause in the chat. Everyone type clap, because... Or a T90 salute, I guess, which is not really applause, but it works, because these guys deserve respect for their performance in this game. How often have we done King of the Hill games where players just don't go to the middle? Well, they did not do that this time. There were king snipes, and it was very exciting. Lots of claps in the chat. Wow, that was great. That was definitely the best King of the Hill game I've ever seen. Maybe one of the best King of the Hill games ever. Because normally we can get 2, maybe 3 switches at the last second, but this was something special. Alright, well. Yeah, there are all the claps. One for YouTube, yeah, definitely one for YouTube. Look at the achievements now. Spooky Sean killed so many units, I did not realize that, probably because he was running into Roach all game. Poor JDC, only with 19 kills, feels bad, man. Shulker, you know, he didn't contribute to many fights in the middle throughout the game, but at the very end, he provided us excitement. So basically, if you're fighting the most, you have more kills. Common sense here. Stan had a great kill-death ratio, and like I said, he kept his Mangadai alive while other players were focusing on trash. I don't think... Stan did have some pikemen in the end, but I don't remember him even teching into skirmishers, so that was impressive. Here's the eco stats. I am interested to see this. Stan had more stone. Snippy actually had more gold, which makes sense because he was stealing JDC's resources. Lots of gold for Sean as well. Sean and Roach, there's big engagement there, and we could talk about that, but I think Sean did the right thing trying to kill Roach, because as you saw, as he was trying to get to the middle, he was already running into Roach. So trying to snipe that king, pushing Roach away was a good decision. But Roach was far too strong, and both of those guys just butted heads for so long, they wasted all their resources. Mitsock says 130 of those kills are my villagers. So Mitsock was, I hate my name. Mitsock, you need to make a Voobly username that is Misstock. That way when people see you in the chat, you'll be a legend like Blue Coffee and Snippy, right? Yeah, all the players in the chat right now are in that game. There's the society stats. Sean did have 3 relics, and I didn't really focus on that. So that's where he got some extra gold. But wow! That was an incredible game. YouTube, we're going to be doing a lot more of this. And so if you are seeing this now, definitely recommend checking out all the links below the video. All my social media links are there as well. So make sure to give that a click, take a look, and follow the stream, and then you can get alerts when I go live, and check out the schedule, which is always below the stream. Exciting game, chat, but it's not over yet. We got plenty of time, plenty more games coming.